Welcome, my dear Mama Yoginis or future Mama Yoginis. This is another prenatal yoga flow, and this flow will be very gentle. We will be moving, but in a very gentle way. So if this is a day where you feel a little bit tired, but you still want to move, you want to feel a little better, so this might be a good flow for you. So let's get started. And to start, I recommend if you have one of those bolsters at home, this is wonderful. If you don't have this, you could use the back of your sofa, of your couch. Usually these are quite sturdy, big pillows. These will do. You'll need a block, which you'll set up in this way to create a little slope. So maybe you have something else at home that you can, the most important is this is soft and there's a little angle. So there's not too much pressure on your belly. And then you can use, if you have 2 pillows, that's great. If you have 4 pillows, that's even better. So see if you can gather all of that before we start, and then let's meet on the mat. Okay, so for our first pose, you can set up this little slope, and then you can position yourself so the back of your hips are touching the back of the pillow. And then you can use 2 pillows will go under your thighs. You have the soles of your feet together, your knees out to the side. You can place them further away if your hips are really open, or closer by. You want to be supported. And then the 2 other pillows will go to support your elbows, so to the side of your body. And then you can slowly lower yourself onto your bolster. So make sure you're comfortable, make any adjustments you need. And you can place your hands onto your belly. I will be here for a few minutes, so make sure you're comfortable. Let your body settle. Another option, if somehow your legs don't feel good like this with the knees wide, you can extend your legs forward. That will be fine as well. Connect to your own breath. Let yourself be fully supported by the props, by the earth. In this position you are open, receiving. Let it be nurturing, a time for yourself. You can visualize your baby, however small he or she still is. It's already perfect. And you know that they're coming with a lot of love. You have started this journey together. You'll forever be connected. Take 3 more breaths here. Let the next 2 breaths be really deep. Exhale, release. And slowly bring your knees together. And then roll yourself onto one side. You roll yourself off to your, let's say we roll onto the right side. And you roll yourself off your pillow. And just take a little moment here. Just notice how you feel, how your hips feel. Now, if you want to take a little pillow for your head, feel free to do it. I like to have a pillow to support me. And now keeping your knees bent, keeping your feet together. Imagine your feet are glued together. Now you'll inhale and lift your left knee up. And exhale, bring your knee down. And then again, lift it up. We'll do this 10 times. So follow your own breath, your own rhythm. To do 3 more times if you lost count. And extend your left leg out. And then lift your left leg off the floor. Let's do this 5 times. So lift, bring it down and up. Okay, you can release your knees onto one another again. Just notice how your legs feel. Probably they feel alive, maybe a little burning sensation. And then roll yourself onto the other side. So I'm going to move, but you just roll to the other side. You don't have to move. So you can still see me. Again, your feet are glued together. And then 10 times you inhale, lift your knee up. Exhale it down. You take your time. This really works on the outside of the legs, your glutes. Maybe you feel it somewhere else as well. So just investigate. Notice where you feel it. Take your time. If you lost count, do 3 more. And 1 more. Okay, and then extend your right leg forward and then do 5 times up and down. And release, take a moment just to feel your body and just completely relax. And then you can move your pillow away, roll yourself onto your back. And place your feet hip-width apart. You can reach for your heels and see if you can touch the back of your ankles. So with your next in-breath, you lift your hips up, coming into bridge pose. And an exhale, slowly release 1 vertebrae at a time. And you can either continue this, Or if you want, you add the movement of your arms. Inhale, reach them up over your head and move pillow away. And exhale, release. And as you move like this, really connect to the quality of water inside of you. The water that's flowing gently. And take a pause. Just let your hips rest. Bring your arms out to the side and then just move your knees side to side. So you inhale your knees up and exhale them to the other side. So one more time on each side. And come back to the center. And this time just roll yourself onto one side. Use your hands, your arms to press yourself up. And come onto your hands and knee into a tabletop position. As you inhale, arch your spine, look forward. Just don't collapse your belly down. Keep a little bit of a tone in your core. And then exhale, round your spine. Do this a few more times in your own rhythm. And one more time. And place your hands a little forward or your knees a little back. And start circling your hips around. Again, connecting to the water quality. And circle in the other direction. And then come back to the center. Bring your hips right over your knees. Make a big step forward with your hands. And then either bring your forehead down to the floor, or maybe you're somewhere halfway. Feel free to use a pillow or a few pillows under your forehead if you need to. It will look like this. And soften your heart towards the floor. Opening the shoulders, especially the top of your spine. And slowly come up again. And then press yourself back into downward facing dog. So again, move in whichever way feels good to you. So maybe you want to move your hips around. Maybe you want to bend your knees. Wake up your hamstrings, the back of your legs. So really listen to what you need in this moment. This is probably the hardest pose we'll do today, so enjoy. And then start to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. And place your feet at least shoulder width apart so you have space for your belly. You can use pillows or blocks if you want to support yourself a little higher. And to come up, bend your knees, place your hands onto your thighs, and press yourself all the way up. Okay, here we are. Standing up. So we're going to work with all the joints in the body, kind of waking up the joints. This is one of the key things you need to keep doing. Even if you're tired, you want to keep moving the joints. So we'll start from the feet all the way up. So start with your right foot. So all your weight is on the left leg, and then just start to circle around your toes. If you feel wobbly, our balance, I know, is, we're out of balance already with a belly. So hold a wall if you need to. That's totally fine. And then circle in the other direction. And then switch to the other side. So your left foot, circle around. Yeah, you want to really bring in a little bit of heat, a little bit of movement. Circle in the other direction. Great. Place your feet together. Bend your knees and bend your ankles as deeply as you can. So until your heels start to lift off the floor, just notice when your heels lift. And then make circles with your knees. Just be really gentle. If you notice cracking, so if there's one little crack, that's okay. It's a release in your joints. If it cracks every single time, see if you can soften the movement or change it slightly so it doesn't crack all the time. Circle in the other direction. Okay, coming to center, place your feet hip width apart. Place your hands onto your hips, and then you can bend the knees and find a little eight movement. It's like an eight shape. Scooping up with your hip, up and up and up. This may be hard to find in the beginning. If this doesn't work, just move your hips whichever way works for you. You can also just move side to side if this works better. That's totally fine. And then come back to center and start to make circles with your hips. Again, listen to your body, to what feels good. This is really your number one indicator, more than what I tell you. Just really listen. If you have the thought that you might need to rest, please rest. Even just having the thought usually indicates that it's maybe time to take a break. Circle in the other direction. Yeah, and then come back to the center. Let your arms just hang by the sides of your body, and then start to swing your arms around, and notice how my opposite heel is lifting. So you're actually turning with your whole body, and the back hand comes and taps onto your lower back. So you're very relaxed here. There's not too much effort. Just twisting the whole body from side to side. And then coming back to center. Great. Place your hands onto your shoulders. Place your elbows together. And then make circles with your elbows in the air. Connecting to the shoulder joints. See if you can feel the whole shoulder, which is actually starting in the collarbone. It includes the place where your arm connects to your shoulder, but also to the back, to your shoulder blades. So all of those joints are part of the shoulder girdle. Circle in the other direction. release. And extend your hands in front and start to squeeze your fingers, all the knuckles of your hands. Imagine you're massaging bread dough. You're making bread. Make fists with your hands, press your wrists down, and then start to circle around in one direction. You may be carrying another baby or another child. So then for sure you use your arms and your shoulders a lot. Circle in the other direction. So give it a little love, a little movement, a little care. And release. Right. Let your spine be long, your shoulders relaxed, and bring your chin to your chest. Feel how the back of your neck lengthens, and then bring the right ear to your right shoulder. And then bring your chin to your chest again, and then the left ear to the left shoulder. So you make like half circles. If you want to make full circles, that's fine too. Just don't bring your head all the way back. It's not good for the neck. And bring your chin to your chest again. And slowly bring your head back to the center. Great. So I hope you're feeling good. So just notice how your joints feel. There's a little bit more heat, a little bit more space, but done in a gentle way. And then step to the top of your mat if you're not there yet. And then from here, make a big step back with your right foot. And it can be a shorter step as well. So just notice what's the right distance for you. You want to bend the front knee and have it right on top of your ankle. Extend your arms wide. And then as you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Straighten your front leg and bring your palms together. Exhale, bend and extend your arms wide. So do this a few times. Inhale your arms up. And this time turn your feet parallel. Again, release your arms by your side onto your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then as you exhale, fold forward. You can have your hands anywhere on your legs or on the floor. Relax your head and your neck and just bow forward. Place your hands onto your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. And then turn to the other side. So again, bend the front knee, extend your arms wide. Inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg. And exhale, bend. You do this a few times. And feel the air on your skin. There's softness in your movement. Just like a dance. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then again, turn your feet so they're parallel. Release your hands and then interlace your fingers behind your back. So interlace them the non-habitual way with the other index, the strange way, the other index in front. Draw your shoulders back and exhale, fold forward and bring your hands up towards the sky. And then release your hands, place your hands onto your thighs, bend your knees and inhale, come all the way up. And again, step to the top of your mat. And then we'll come down into a squat position. So again, for squat, you have different options. You can either come all the way down, if you can, with the heels down onto the floor. That's ideal. You can sit onto a block. That's great as well. If you want to stay up onto your toes so you have a little bit more space, that's also totally fine. So choose one option that works for you, that supports your body right now. And just take a moment here, grounding through your feet. As best as you can, lengthen your spine and open your chest. I remember with my first pregnancy, towards the end, I would do this every day for like 5 minutes, and I would stay here. And this is kind of the one position in my first labor that helped me and that really accelerated things. So it's good to be able to stay here for a while. And then you can place your buttocks down onto the floor. Extend your legs wide. Flex your feet. Again, if you want, you can sit up onto a pillow. This may help you tilt your pelvis forward. And with your left hand onto the floor, inhale your right arm up, and exhale, just lean to the side. Inhale, come up, and exhale, lean to the other side. So do this a few times in your own rhythm. And then the next time you come up, do a little variation. You can either have your hand onto your left leg, or you can have your arm on the inside of your leg and reach the other arm either straight up towards the sky or place it behind your head and press your head back into your hands. And inhale, come up and switch to the other side. So you can either have your hand here or on the inside, elbow on the inside of your leg. Reach your arm up to the sky, open your chest, and then maybe stay there or place your hand behind your head. Press your head back and open your chest. Really enjoy this space in your side body. And inhale, come up. And hands to this in the center. So as you inhale, lengthen your spine. With your hands, you can gently pull back towards your hips. And then exhale, fold forward any amount. You can also stay up, that's totally fine. Relax your shoulders, your face, your jaw. And kind of surrender to the flow you're in, this flow of life creation. And slowly come up. Come into a cross-legged position. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, twist to the right. A very simple twist. Take a breath here. Just don't force it, keep it gentle. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. So again, gentle, gentle, and this time priority is self-care and really listening. Inhale your arms up And exhale, release them onto your thighs. And we'll close with a short sitting meditation. Place your hand onto your lower belly and one hand onto your heart. And close your eyes. And take this time to connect to your baby. It happens to me too, where a whole day passes and I forget that this little being is inside. This is the time we spend together. Take this time to either be there for him or her, or maybe you want to tell him or her something. Maybe something that happened today, something you'd like to explain. You want them to know something. Bring your palms together. Take a moment to bow your head to your heart. Thank you very much for joining me in this practice. Namaste.